All right, my name is Kayal. I'm a part of Great Millstone, Colorado, and I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha Rukakudash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule Great Millstone well, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abba. All right, so I recommend this movie Blackout 2014. It's on Tubi, which I recorded a clip of it. I muted it, and I'm using this for educational purpose only. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm only using it for educational purposes, and I'm gonna have the volume off, but you can see the words at the bottom in the closed caption. So what's happening is they're having a community meeting, and the sheriff is pretty much saying that they're going to start rationing supplies. And this guy here in the back in the black coat, he starts to pretty much go against the sheriff, saying, "Stop lying to the people. Tell them the truth. When these people start to come to your house looking for food, you're going to have a problem. What are you going to do when they leave the cities and come pouring into here?" Right? Which they show that video of the family in the van at the same time. See the family in the van pulling up. You got this guy here that's acting like he's... That's weird. It just stopped. But you see this guy right here, and he's acting like he's, got car troubles. But when you see what's going on here, they're actually kidnapping him. Let me go back over here. See, he's saying, "You're asking the wrong question. You have no idea what's coming." So as you see the family in the van, this is the reality you have to face. And then as you see, my phone freezes, which is really weird. Now it's trying to... But as you can see, it says they'll leave the city and their homes and come to ours. And that's in 2 Ezra 15, right? For the lack of bread and for great tribulation. They're not going to respect their neighbors. They're going to invade one another with a weapon in their hand. And that's what is shown in here. Look, I can't even fast forward it or nothing. All right, let's see. This is the original. Here it is. This is the reality you're going to have to face. When the food runs out, they'll leave the city and their homes and come to your homes. Look, see, he's saying that he's having car trouble. They'll come and get everything you got. See it? See, and the sheriff is lying to the people, saying this isn't going to happen. Seeing this guy's over here trying to be a good guy and help him. He's like, what are we going to do? Share our food? Going to have it and handed out. Now look at the good guy, right? What they say in this world, good guys finish last. Or nice guys finish last. Now, watch. Can you feel that? It's already begun. Bink! Knocked the husband out. Right? Took the whole family now. He's yelling at him, shut up. Look, that one was about to run out. The daughter. Did you see what happened to the women? See, they're going to be raped. See, and then they just run over the guy. Bink, bink. Like nothing even happened. And this is the reality that you're going to have to face soon. All right? When they make that implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling, all right, they told you that they're going to bring forth chaos to enforce their new world order, which is that everyone's going to have an implantable microchip. And it says in 2 Ezra 15, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, which there's going to be nuclear war, for the sword, the so-called white man, and their destruction draweth nigh. Which you heard the WEF say that there was going to be a blackout. See, grid monitors warn of blackout risk as coal plants retire. Texas is warned of blackout risk as sun sets this summer. I mean, it's everyday news thing, you know, depending on where you're at. But the most important warning comes out the Bible, all right? But the Bible told us, the word of Yahweh prophesied to us in the name of Yahweh Shai that the end of Edom, Salakia, the so-called white man, all right, he was going to bring forth this implantable microchip. And it was a sign of the return of Yahweh Shai and the downfall of the so-called white man, the wicked, the devil, the red devil the Bible speaks of. But as you can see, the World Economic Forum, the growing cyber risk to our electricity grids and what to do about it. World Economic Forum officially warns global instability could lead to catastrophic cyber event. Right? Let's see 2024. Let's see. See, CNN, the people paid to spot risk see high chance of global catastrophe. And that's what that movie Blackout is, a global blackout. And when the food runs out, they start to devour each other. And that's going to happen. All right, let's go back to that 2 Ezra 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, which is that so-called white man and their kingdom. All right, America is going to be destroyed. And one people shall stand up and fight against another. Forgive me, I'm sorry. And swords in their hands, right? Which they're going to go into each other's houses with weapons, all right, to take what they have. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because of their pride, The cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so it's prophesied to do, to be this way, as it's been warned by the controlling officials. All right, because Yahweh, through his son Yahushua, is controlling heaven and earth. All right, and we have the word, which is prophecy, which is the spirit of Yahushua. The testimony of Yahushua is prophecy. All right, that's the spirit we're in. All right, and we're warning you that there will be a blackout because the sins of Egypt. 2nd Ezra 10, Second Ezra 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, talking about spiritual Egypt, America. But I will bring them with the mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof. Which one of the plagues of ancient Egypt was darkness. And that's what's about to take place in America. The power grid is going to go down. There's not going to be no lights. There's not going to be no service on your phones. There's not going to be no 911. There ain't going to be no ATMs. There's not going to be no gas stations. There ain't going to be no more jobs. And pretty much it's going to become a bloodbath to the point where men's husbands are going to die. It says in verse 33 of 2nd Ezra 16, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. So these women that never got married, they're going to be crying because they ain't got no husband to protect them or lead them. The women shall mourn having no husbands, these bitches that say they don't need a man. In that day, they're going to wish they had a man. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. It says, still luck here, brothers, forgive me. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. So understand them, that they are near, and really they're already happening, but it's going to be on a larger scale when they make that implantable microchip mandatory worldwide for buying and selling, which is the implantable, the mark of the beast. The implantable microchip is the mark of the beast spoken of in Revelation 13, which you do not take it. If you accept it, being an Israelite or even these other nations, but really the salvation is only for the Israelite, but the heathen are going to catch a judgment because they're not, in the